For 19-year-old Lucas Pino, there is no sweeter sound than this, playing at the prestigious Monterey Jazz Festival. With each breath, the notes carry him farther into a world he dreams about and legends warn him about.
A lot of the jazz musicians have taught him not to expect to make a lot of money, and he's well aware of what the future can hold.
But that won't silence his decade-long love affair with jazz, inspired by greats like Coltrane and Marsalis.
When I was around 10 years old, that's when I first started listening to records, and coincidentally, the first record that I had listened to was a John Coltrane record.
When he was in the Sedona Jazz on the Rocks youth band, they interacted with Branford Marsalis, and that was a big influence on him. He was 14 at the time.
The music comes from his soul, and now this native Arizonan finds himself center stage at one of the preeminent jazz venues in the world.
I was playing in an ensemble in Arizona, and one of the guest artists was Dave's son, Chris Brubeck. He heard me play, and he let me know about the Brubeck Colony program.
Jazz legend Dave Brubeck, one of the festival's founding fathers, created the Brubeck Jazz Institute, a one-of-a-kind program for talented musicians at the University of Pacific in Stockton, California.
He points out, what he likes about our playing, and he gives us pointers. He's just a normal guy that plays the same music we do.
Each year, only a handful of up-and-comers are accepted. Lucas was one of them.
When he got accepted, it was like we were in awe, we couldn't believe it. And there he is.
My name changed from Rachel to Luke's mom.
You get to travel and work with young players and work with jazz masters that visit fairly frequently. That he was, so involved in the scene and such a prolific figure in jazz. It's incredible experience. Monterey, Monterey, what hell of a place. I'm pretty sure it's the only program in the United States right now that lets you hang with Dave Brubeck.
On this trip, Lucas jams with the Brubeck Institute and watches in awe as Dave rehearses a piece called Cannery Row, commissioned by the festival. During a break, actor Clint Eastwood stops to admire a master at his craft along with his legacy.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good seeing you. You've got all of the University of Pacific crowd over here. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Yeah, nice to see you. It's a pleasure.
It's a new drummer.
Good.
And they cook. Since Dave is so influential in modern jazz music, it all plays deeply into our own compositional and improvisational studies. It's hard not to keep in mind when you're at the Institute. Because Dave's presence is so large on the university campus.
The few moments that we have spent with him, at least from my personal view, there is a chemistry there between this legend, Brubeck, and these kids. So I think that he has definitely been a tremendous positive influence, and it will show with the years as these kids replace, or I should not say replace, but come after the legends such as Dave Brubeck.
Lucas has one more year to go at the Institute, but he's already looking towards his future.
I want to be a player. I want to play jazz music in New York or one of the large cities, and just try to make a statement as best as I can.
Lucas hopes his sultry sounds will inspire a new appreciation for jazz in the Valley, a place he'll always call home and take time off with his family.
But if somebody calls me, if somebody wants to call, I'll do the gig.
And when the talent call goes out for the 50th annual Monterey Jazz Festival next year, you can expect to see Lucas Pino, sax in hand, playing melodies reminiscent of his mentor.